whilst there's a fence here, the boundary must continue on in there. This fence. Well, they've had a lot of bamboo growing here that they've decided to get rid of. But this is still in the property. There are some grapes, but mainly passion fruits and blackberry growing in there. There's passion fruit. Probably a drug growing area. Looks a bit like it to me. Enters the property. There we are, under that old tin fence. Yes, that doesn't look too good. Everywhere. Goodness me, there's a fig. An old shed. Now, we're right at that pine tree. What the heck is that? Now, there's the house. It's now about 4:30. It was hard getting through that. Not bad. This is, I think, just outside the property. I believe we're still inside it. Here is the fence on the other side. Right at this little oak tree, little birch tree. Okay. And there's the next door neighbour, which used to be David Ballon, I think. So, yes, we're still standing on the property. I'll see how much further I can go. I guess once upon a time this would have been set out nicely with all these trees. I can't go no further. There is a little track here. Another birch tree, another oak. Oaks everywhere. Real are. Here we are, there's a bit more of a creek. In the willows. This is crazy, but I've got road here. We are right at the dip, and that's the major part of the creek. Got some bamboo in there, some more apple trees, and there's quite a flow of water through here. And there's the water, the telephone, power, I suppose. Yes, there's quite a bit of water. And that's the rest of the road up to Mount Road. Now, this is the boundary. I'm not quite sure it's firm ground. Oh yes. Oh, right. There is the creek. Fairly overgrown. I don't know.
Matthew, you it up. You came in and did something to it. What did you do? You must have done. Just. No, I started again.
Okay, start again. Would you believe it? This is 1 week after taking lessons.
Putting me off. I never make mistakes normally. Oh, where am I? Oh, that's not right. Yes, it is. Now, I can do it a lot better than that, but you've taken that off me with my hair and rollers and you.
And that affects the music, the quality of the music. Okay, I'll turn it off. But it's 8:30 on the 25th of April 1997 and Matthew's just coming down the drive. He's just had a look at the place and he's really impressed. Okay.
See you later.
See ya. Of shots, just as it is on the day we moved in, or the day we took possession. You can hear the water here on my right and on my left. I'll just focus in on it. I'm standing on the bridge and there it is. I'll go to the other side. It's not very wide. Just go up the drive. So I tell you, I think it's about 9:30 in the morning. There's not a lot of sunlight. It's a beautiful day. Not a lot of sunlight on the house as such yet, but it won't be long. There's plenty on the car. Now the previous owner took me around yesterday, and I tried to take some notes of all the trees, but it's just full of all sorts of fruit trees, apricots, nectarines, plums, apples, pears. I did make a note, but I doubt whether I'll be able to get the right tag on the right tree. It's quite a decent parking area. It's got, as you can see, it's got some birches, some deciduous trees on the edge, some oaks, a chestnut, some native stuff here. There's some good bird life here. I love this environment. And that's looking back towards where it came from. No, Andrea, no, I'm not going in the house yet. We'll attend to more important matters like green things, growing things. And look what I'm going to do with them. Oh, I'm going to go to town with that. And that. and that. It will look somewhat different, Andrea, when you arrive. Bit of moisture here, so it looks like a creek. But everything is drained away in drains around the house. There's one. So I don't think you'll have any worries about water. It looks a bit of a mess here because a cow has been in here in the last few days. It got through the fence. Look at that! Look at that! He says that he doesn't know what it is. It could be a ginger plant, but he said it's got a lovely fragrance. And everywhere you look there is passion fruit, banana passion fruit. And this is only a small one. Now, this garden around here has got all sorts of herbs in. I did take some names. Japanese this and Taiwanese that and so lots of fragrance. You might try and find out what this is, Andrea. I haven't got a clue. Pampas grass. Yeah, I want to get rid of that. That takes over. It's a pest. It's regarded as a pest in Tassie. Probably everywhere else too. This is a lemon scented something. Yeah, smell that. Yeah. Oh, very strong. Don't know what it is. That's going to be my the theme today. I don't know what it is. And that is a deciduous, don't know what it is. Lavender. Oh, phew. Some sort of lavender. Now you can see the cows have been in here. But no, it'll look a bit better later this morning when I get the shears on it. No, I'm not going to cut everything down, Andrea. Goodness sake. Mum was always afraid when I get the shears. Oh, there's some steps here. I'm falling all over the place. There's a fair bit of bamboo in there, two types, and one of them travels, and that'll be good to get rid of, and I'll come back to that later. There's the creek. Now apparently when the Chinese gardens were here, at the turn of the century, that water was ducted all around the gardens, and they had very extensive vegetable gardens. You can see ivy all the way up the trees. Look at that beautiful land ferns. Need a bit of cleaning up, but that'll be exciting. There's the house. Oh, well, look, that's the furnace. It's a locally built furnace by Newman, and it's wood-fired, and it takes the air in from the lounge room there, goes in the bottom and comes out the top through this big insulated duct and is ducted all around the house. So this is the workshop, Scott. Not bad. Might make a better lounge. they've left a few things, a few pots of paint. Even a sander. Don't know whether it works. So here we are at the front. This is the terrace. Starting to get a bit of sun there, and about 11 o'clock I'd imagine it'd be absolutely beautiful for a cup of coffee. But anyway, back where I came from. Oh, the foliage is nice, but he said they're a bit of a pest. Not that one so much as that one over there. Apparently that one travels, and you'll have shoots coming up everywhere, and so that's not good. Look at this covered walkway. Sure is covered, isn't it? And it's covered with, don't know. Oh well, there's a bit of bamboo there. I don't know what it is. Anyway, who worries? But it's a good, yep, fairly solid frame. Lovely. And here is a, yeah. Wow. Let's call it a flowering fruit tree. That, I know that, that's a fig. That's a fig tree. If you don't believe it, there. Well, when I showed Matthew around just a minute ago, he was absolutely rapt. He couldn't believe it. There's a slab of concrete here. I don't know what that intended, but it's got a big crack in it. I think it might have been just a barbecue area. But look at the back of it, the rear. There's a very small flowered fuchsia, and then on top is just a wall of passion fruit, way up on those pine trees. Unbelievable. Now I'm still standing on this slab here, and he did tell me that you'll find that there are some concrete slabs, a path through here somewhere, but it's probably overgrown, so I'll just have a look. I think I've just done the round trip. Oh, here we are at the creek from the other end. Gives some idea. There's the creek. There's the house. About 1.5 kilometres from the centre of Burnie. It's got, I don't know how you can wait until December to get here. No, I'm only joking. I'll go around this side. Well, bit of a back shed right under the massive passion fruit, and he's left you some nice bit of junk. Oh, Matthew's going to clean it out. Oh, bike frames that wouldn't be worth a cent. He's going to leave the timber. A couple of hand mowers. It can eat more than hand. Oh, oh, yeah. You know what that is, Scott. Shed. Oh, well, it looks as though we got a. Oh, that could be handy. We've got a number of pipes. Looks as though that was an aerial. Yeah. Also happens to be the fence next door. So this tree actually sits on the next door neighbour's property. But he told me that the neighbour wouldn't mind if he did want to cut it down, but I can't see any reason why he'd want to. I mean, it's a good place to hang passion fruits on. Now that goes fairly steep down. Oh well. Yeah, a bit of a slope down to the creek. Don't know whether I can get down here at the moment. It's a bit damp. Yeah, you can see the cows will be in here. So this will be quite exciting to clean all this up and actually see the creek, which is there's a much bigger creek that lies down below here. I can hear it. Look at this. Jacob, you'd love it. You'd love it in here. Well, it cleans up. It needs to be cleaned up a bit, but look at that. Nobody would know. You're miles away from anywhere. Other than the fact you can hear cars. I've left a bit of rubbish here. An old copper. Well, I still haven't found this creek. Oh yeah, I see something here. Ah, that's not the big one. That's only a small stream there. But you can see it's fairly thick. There's some fallen trees as well. And here, it's pretty thick. It's full of that fuchsia. Takes over. Really does. We'll push on. Here's another track here. Ooh. There's a fallen tree overhead. Oh, that'll make a bit of firewood. Bit boggy here. Right, now you get a better view of the creek. I still think this is only the small soak. You can see a group of 3 man ferns. Oh, I'll put it on low illumination, hey? Let's try that. Yeah. Now. Well, I think that's an apple tree there, right down in the gully here. Not sure where I'm going. There, here we are. That is the proper creek. Oh, that looks as though they've sometime in the past made a bit of a dam here. But it's broken through there. So there's the creek, that's the bigger creek. So and that leads right up under, oh, just under the bridge. You can see there is the road. Now right here is a manhole, and that needs to be put down properly. I'll fix that before you get here. Right, here we are, virtually at the bridge. It's a next door neighbour's garden, well cared for. And you'll see some water glistening through there. A couple of very big eucalypts, which you might have to do something about because it takes the morning sun off the house. Well, the early morning sun anyway. Okay, I'll just go walk through the front of the garden. Yes, Andrea, I know, we'll get into the house in a minute. Just hang on a minute. First things first. There's all the fruit trees. Eve, leave it. Not bad. Yeah, good flavour. It's in the cement. Fern leaves. Very original, isn't it? I like it. Now, that is a, you told me yesterday, it's a rhododendron fragrantissima, and it's, generally rhododendrons are not fragrant, but this is one, and it's a beautiful fragrance, particularly in the evening. So it looks as though you're going to have a lot of fragrance around the place, particularly when I get here. There's something else. An azalea. So I don't know what this is, whether this was a garden bed of some sort. It's got a little edging around it, so don't know whether it'll be any good as a veggie spot. Not in winter, but certainly in summer it might be. Somewhere there's also a hazelnut, but it's not bearing yet, but I guess things can be done to encourage that. And this will be just a lovely area for picnics, for barbecues. You said those trees will need, they'll need trimming, you know, shortly when that leaves go. To get any fruit out of them. Look at that. Beautiful decking. Well, it needs cleaning up. I'll get the high pressure hose on it and clean all that up. Oh, that'll make you feel at home. Stinging nettle, I think. Well, I hope that hasn't got very far on the property. I haven't seen it anywhere else, but I'll get rid of that. That's the windows into the two small bedrooms off the lounge. That's the kitchen window. That's the gas supply. I guess you can choose to have a bigger cylinder, but he goes through about 4 cylinders a year. There's the back door. And the bathroom window. I'll just take a round view from here. That's an apricot or a peach of some sort. There's a bamboo. And there's another bamboo. I'd watch them. I'd be a bit cagey about that. The pines are still on the property, and right in the back there he's planted quite a few oaks. You wouldn't want to let them get too big, but they're fairly slow growers. I don't know what's at the back there. I don't know what that is. Might be a hop. Now, of course, willows there. They grow in the creek there, and he's tried to pull some of them out, but he said they look very nice in spring and in winter. But they do clog up the creek a bit. You might have to get rid of some of it. But I don't think I'll get into that yet. Not without permission, Scott. And there's an old wash trough with water in it, and that's how they grow the bamboo. But I think it's got outside the wash trough. It's a very nice wide veranda. Hello? Anybody home? Andrea? Oh? They're not here yet. Oh. Well, there you are. You did want another shot of the place, didn't you? There's the thermostat for the heater. There's the intake for the heater on the other side of this wall. Right. Well, there's the garden outside the lounge window. That could be made very nice. The bamboo does look nice. So, we really didn't have a good look at these rooms before. They were full of yeah, well, okay. Well, there's a bit of a shelf left. There's the warm air duct. Carpets they'll need a good clean, but we'll do that before you get in. Good windows, fly screens. No, I might need a bit of repair at the bottom, but yep, they open onto the sort of the balcony there, or the veranda, and built-ins. Yep. Oh my goodness. Yep. I'll have a look at the other one. Oops. Oh, there's a step down there. I just Yes, that's right. There. A step down. This one is about the same size. It's got 2 windows. It hasn't got a screen. Not on this one. Not on that one either. Let's let a bit of light in. So the curtains are here. I don't think you'll be impressed by some of these transfers. So off they come. Off yet, but it needs a hot air blower on it to get them off. Anyway, there's the cut. Same as the other side. Yep, looks pretty good. Look at the sunshine. So, that's just standing back, looking into the lounge. Nice, nice. They're small, but nice bedrooms. Okay, PowerPoints there, phone. They've left the crucifix. Oh, another couple of PowerPoints and a video, a TV antenna. Kitchen. That's all free, Andrea. There's the gas stove. Now let's have a look. Next slide. Yep. Okay. Obviously that's where the fridge was because there's no carpet thing. So I don't know what you're going to do about that. Don't know whether your fridge fits in there. If you take, nah, you wouldn't take the fridge. Oh, yuck. Well, let's say he forgot that. Another find. Wow. Oh, you can leave one plate over there. Fan, PowerPoint, and probably a light. Better switch them off. Okay. Now, going back, there's the lounge. Dining room. There, and I'm just pivoting around, and you look straight down the hall. I'll kick this door that goes to the laundry. Shut. Yep. Now this is an enormous room. I'll just stand in one corner. Oops. Right. Now, the other rooms. The windows are a bit fogged up this morning. It was a cold night. But it's about 3.5 metres that way, and a little bit over 3 metres this way. So they're fairly big rooms. Fairly big rooms. I've got to do something about the lock because there's no front door key at this stage. Oh, incidentally, that's a hop, but he never used it for making beer. But it grows very fast, and he said it's very interesting to watch growing, and also the flowers are very fragrant in summer. Doesn't look too good now. Now there is this one totally lined in VJ pine lining. I still left some of the things up. Yeah. Do you want to have a look at that cupboard, Andrew? Yeah, just pull that knob there. Right. Yeah, up the top. Okay. Whoa! Oh, that's an odd way. Right. Wonder why they did that. There again. There's the hot air vent. People have strange ideas. Oh, to come down. Kids. Not your kids. There you are, you look into the kitchen and straight out the back. Well, I think I'll go and do some work now. I've put on about 35 minutes on this tape, and it's about time I started using the shears. Oh, wait for it. 11:05, and I've probably been at it for about 3/4 of an hour. As you can see, oh, what a mess. Look at it. I don't know how I'm ever going to get this right again. No, that's not me. No, I'm not using a chainsaw. But don't worry, Andrea, you can be rest assured you'll have lush growth here by the time you see it. That's only 12:20, and I'm just going to show you, I've done a little bit of work, about 3/4 of an hour in here to pull the fern fronds down and clear this up a bit, so it doesn't take long to make it look reasonable. It had a lot of daggy fern fronds hanging down, and up through there, and this way. My battery is just about to run flat there, the fern fronds, but right, there's the whole group of fern trees. Now you can see them. That's the creek. Needs a bit of cleaning up a bit. I've been paddling through it. But there you are, right at your back door. It's beautiful. Okay, it's about time I went home. In case I don't get a chance tomorrow, it's Saturday now, and I've had another 5 hours work on it. And, oh, not a lot. It happened in that area. I've just cleaned up around the house. Looks a bit better, doesn't it? I'll just go through a little track here. See where this leads. Oops. Oh my goodness. I don't know where you go, you see the house. Bit of moisture here. We haven't had a lot of rain, but I'd imagine this will be wet a lot of the time. Okay, now we've cleared the path, and I've done a bit around the back. Whoops. That's the, I couldn't think of it yesterday, but that's a blueberry. It's a deciduous plant. Yeah, well, I found a lot of other things today. I've, oh, perhaps I can go up there a bit later, but up above I found a grape, also found a kiwi fruit. I didn't see any fruit, but certainly the plant is there. Yeah, I won't go that way yet. I'll just go around the front here, around the back of the house. So, trimmed the hedge and mowed the lawns, chomped up everything in the lawnmower. There had a huge pile of stuff, and what I couldn't get rid of, I've raked around the back here, but this is now quite a nice little hideaway. I'll put it on a low illumination, seeing as it's dark. After all, it's 5 o'clock. And right in front of us we see Antarctica Dickinsonia. Doesn't mean that you're in the Antarctic at all. It just means that they're fern trees. But they're lovely, man ferns. Beautiful, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. Oh, right up the back there. Look at it. That's still part of the garden. And I uncovered. I heard this water here, and that's supposed to be a bit of a waterfall. Well, we've had a long, extended dry period, and I'd imagine that in winter there'll be quite a reasonable amount of water there. So clear that up through there a bit. There's a bit more work to be done. Look at the bamboo. Listen to the water. Now, Andrea, now you've got the sound that you wanted. Perhaps we could amplify it and duct it into the lounge room. Yeah, that'll be great, says Scott. Back, I'll have to get rid of all this pile of stuff. It's quite a heap. But most of it I can actually chomp up with a lawnmower, and it forms a mulch. I don't really want to take anything to the dump. And look at that. Somebody's house there. Right there in front of me, lemon tree, very pretty. None of them but the fruit. Oh, something like that.